Am I live, guys? Am I live? I think I'm live. Uh, Hello, guys. How is everybody? Um, can um, can everybody hear me and see me? Okay? Am I talking too loud? Um, but anyway, so for those and thanks, Mike Lamb, for the raid for the HHH for the HH4C raid. For those of you, we are raising money for Helping Hands for Cruising, and it is a charity organized by the Down Under Cruisers. Um, to help uh, raise someone uh, who has never had the opportunity to ever cruise again, or ever has never had the opportunity to ever, whether it be due to a financial reasoning or a disability or something like that. And so we're trying to raise funds to get more recipients. Like myself was the first recipient for the very first Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise, inaugural cruise, and James and Cindy Catnese and Amber and Scott were the second and third recipients. Um, so to go on the um, second inaugural group cruise that happened back this past March, and so anyway, um, so no, hang on, let me try to get my um, but anyway, I'm going to let's see. Let me do this. Hang on a second. Let me try to do. Oh, hang on. Yep. Starting balance is $3,201.36. Think. Can y'all hear me now? Did I lose you? Oh, yeah. Um, hey, travel adventures, let it be. Trying to figure it out here. Hang on. Um, Trying to share this. Let's see. For anyone. What's the drum? Hey, Ocean. So, anyway, I think my battery. I need to switch. Hang on. Hello, really true. Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, good. So, uh, what has everybody's? I'm gonna drop the link here. Anybody's want on the panel? So, what is everybody's experiences um, in cruising? Like, as what has been your most fun experience you've ever had in cruising? Anybody's more than welcome to come up on the panel. Um, I would like to see. Let's see the starting. What was it? Hello, weekend RVing. Hey, cruising scene. James. Let's see. I think. Hey, keep going. Meeting people, seeing different places. Yes. Waiting at the airport, we board our ship. Okay, cool. You've only been on one cruise, Princess Cruise. It was okay, but more older people. Okay. Um, let's see. But um, what um, what has been everyone's worst uh worst experience in cruising? Hey, uh, Semi Ernie and the Rough Riders. Um, Best experience was, yeah, I agree, Sharon. Hey, Sharon, you're more than welcome. Come up on the panel with me. Um, you don't think you've ever had the worst experience? It's all what you make it. True to that. Not going to, not going to top deck. Play ba- Play basketball. Princess is an older crowd. I can't remember. Carnival Royal and Royal Caribbean and Norwegian are definitely a younger crowd. Cool. Your internet has been acting up. Where's the next cruise where's the next cruise I'm going on? The next cruise I'm going on is the Carnival Sunshine out of out, Charleston, South Carolina, going to Nassau, Bahamas, and Half Moon Cay. Nassau, Bahamas, and they. I call it Half Moon Cay, but they call it Half Moon Key. It's pronounced. Most people pronounce it key, even though it's spelled CAY. Hey, She Devil. Thanks for coming in, She Devil. Tommy. Um, but hey, Najuma Brown. But I'm excited about getting to go on my second cruise. Um, I've only been on one cruise, so it will be my best and worst. All I can say is if I ever go again, I will make sure I have a cabin to myself. I understand. Hmm. But anyway, so for anyone that wants to donate, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Uh, every there's no certain amount. Any amount is appreciated. It all goes to um, the Helping Hands for Cruising charity, and it will help change somebody's life. I do I do highly recommend uh, to definitely see more and more recipients get on more cruises. It's definitely a life changing experience. You get to try new foods, uh, new get to see new views, new ports, new places, experience different things. It's definitely very life changing, especially for someone that may have never seen the ocean in their life, especially seeing the ocean for the first time. I got to go the carnival the Carnival Horizon, and my favorite part was getting to see that ocean and getting to see how the different colors um, to get and see how the the different colors and how it changes, and my eyes was just like, wow, what have I missed in my 28 years of life? Hey, Vizo, in the car to a gymnastic banquet. Okay, cool. Um, so anyway, um, so but yeah, for those that may not know what Helping Hands for Cruising is, it is an organization um, that is organized by the Down Under Cruisers, Sean and Alana, to help someone that um, has never cruised before in their life, whether it be due to a financial or disability or whatever it may be that has hindered that person from being able to go and enjoy a once in a lifetime cruise vacation. Helping Hands for Cruising will help that person to be able to go and enjoy a once in a lifetime cruise vacation to get away from everyday life circumstances. And the rules is that you cannot nominate yourself, or no, neither can you can't nominate um, a you cannot nominate a family member. um, Meg has dropped the link for the helpinghandsforcruising.org, and in that link it tells you how you can nominate someone. Hello, Shannon.
Hi, Kenny. How are you?
Doing all right about yourself?
Good. Long time no see.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
um, yeah, go ahead.
I know
I'm
you're
sorry.
in the middle of a story, but I think what would be cool for everybody to hear is your story and
Yes.
about yourself and how you were nominated and how you were on the first inaugural cruise.
Okay. Well, I was been going to different cruising chats, and and I came across this one channel called uh, the Down Under Cruisers, and they were Sean and Alana. They asked me one day if I'd like to go on a cruise, and I said, "Well, sure." Because they'd asked me if I've ever been on a cruise, and I said, "No, I've never been on a cruise, and I've never seen the ocean in my life." And so they actually um, asked me if I'd be interested in going on a cruise. Uh, And I said, "Well, sure." And they said, "Well, just get a hold of Cindy from Spiker's Crazy Adventures for the details about this cruise." And um, so I did. And I got some information, and I got back with Sean. I was like, I would like to go on this cruise, but it's financially not feasible for me. And
Mhm.
so I actually kind of inspired Sean and Alana to create this charity called Helping Hands for Cruising. And that's how I got to go on my very first group cruise. Um, was through the Helping Hands for Cruising. They paid for everything. The only thing I had to come up with was my passport. And so um, and it's a very, very great organization, charity. Um, it's it's something that I would like to see it really grow beyond, and like get more and more people on cruises. So
That's a great story. Yep.
yes,
And I was honored to be on that first cruise with you. And that was the best
Yes,
cruise.
I agree. Um, it
Visa
actually,
was on there.
yeah,
Raphael.
it actually got me hooked on cruising. I actually fell in love with cruising. So, um, so, oh, oh,
And now you've got your next cruise booked.
yes. Can you hear me now? I'm sorry,
I can
my earpiece fell.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm trying to be quiet because they're sleeping. So,
we can hear you.
okay.
Or I can hear you.
Um, but anyway, yeah, I would likewise, Bezo, and I just I would definitely highly recommend anybody to go and experience it at least once in your life, and I guarantee you will be hooked on cruising like I am.
Hmm.
I can almost guarantee you.
Yeah. And there's three
Um,
more cruises, Helping Hands for Cruising cruises coming up
yes, there is one in
October
October
of
2020
2024.
2024.
Amethyst
Um,
Days Adventures.
Amethyst Haze Adventures. It's called Put a Lime in It Group Cruise. I think it is
Yep.
something like
Yep.
that. Um,
That's Amy.
and that's
That,
Amy. And then there's also the Australian group cruise. It's a 14-day cruise that is going out of Sydney, Australia in
What's it down under?
2024, 2024, 2025. And it's definitely and that when you're going to Fiji, I don't remember all the ports, but it's on the Carnival Celebration. Is what that one is in Australia. Hey, Chris John, right?
And Ocean to Ocean with Bruce has one coming up. I think that's an Alaskan cruise.
Yes, and
They're real excited about that one too.
yes. Speaking of my cruise, I actually booked on the Carnival Sunshine of November the 11th through the 16th, 2023.
Yeah,
Um, going to Nassau, Bahamas, and Half Moon Cay.
that's going to be awesome. I
As
tried
of
for
right now,
that one.
it's only myself and camp maintenance guy Troy and his wife Sandy.
Yep, we tried for that one, but flights were so expensive. That's why we're going on Amy's out of Galveston. That's a 5 hour drive for us. So we'll be
Ah, okay.
on Amy.
Hello, traveling with special abilities, Lauren.
Hi, Lorraine. Hi,
Hey,
Bruce.
Chris.
Ocean Ocean. Hi, Amy.
Amy.
Hi, Moon.
But yeah. So um, so what's your next? So you're
Tomorrow, we leave for Galveston tomorrow, hopping on the Carnival Breeze, which is also the same ship that Amy's cruise is going to be on in 2024. Going to the same ports, Progresso and Cozumel. It's a 5 or 6 day, I don't remember, but and then we have another one in January going to on the Carnival Dream. So then we'll be on all the sister ships. We've been on the Magic, the Dream, and the Breeze. And that one's going to Key West and Freeport, and I don't remember the other two ports. Hi, Michael Ann.
Hey, Sharon. Hey, Kenny.
yes. Ocean says yes. Our cruise is June 15th, 2025, on the Norwegian Encore.
Going to Alaska, right? I think. Yeah.
Okay. I see Moon over Miami has a question. How's my dad doing? Well, my dad. is still in the rehab facility. Uh, they're still trying to figure out why he has more output than input with his kidneys. Um, and then they're trying to monitor his potassium and his sodium levels. They are out of whack. Um, they did get him back into therapy, but the VA is only the VA is only allow him 2 weeks at a time for therapy, and the reason that is because sometimes my dad refuses uh, therapy, and also too the VA says that they don't see any improvement of him doing therapy um, when he does therapy. Uh, he's pretty much hit a wall, is what's happened, and so yeah. Um,
That's what happens. They refuse. Gary's brother was like that. He just refused to do therapy. He just didn't want to do it anymore. I guess they get tired.
well, I mean, he does, you know, he does therapy, and then I mean, it varies, I guess, but
Hmm.
I don't know.
We'll be
Uh,
praying for him, Kenny.
yeah, but anyway, so Mike Wynn, uh,
Kenny?
tell everybody um, what what was your best experience on your first cruise in October last year.
My favorite part was when the group of 8 of us went on the golf cart ride in Bonaire and touring around and watching the look on your face when we pulled off. And Donovan pulled up closer to the ocean, and you could just sit there and see all the colors and stuff and all this. It was quite the little excursion. Like, I forget what they paid. They had to make a deposit, and then they paid another on top, and you got the deposit back. But it wasn't a carnival excursion. It was one done on the side. But we could do it at our own pace. It was like at any point on the little route, you weren't more than 40 minutes from the cruise port. And most of the times we could look across the island and go, oh, there's the ship. Oh, there's the ship. But, you go along and pull over at the slave huts, pull over at the salt flats, pull over at the lighthouse or the where the flamingos were, and sit there and look. And the only disadvantage was a bathroom at the beginning, and there was a bathroom at the end. There was nothing
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
that would have been a bonus to have like more bathroom stops along there, because if somebody had to
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
Well, I
Uh,
have
yeah. Go ahead.
I have first of all, everybody at the chef's table, that was one of my best memories. That was just an awesome memory. And Kenny seeing you try all this food for the first time. But another one was when Amy was showing you how to eat chocolate melting cake. And you were
Mhm.
just in heaven loving that with the ice cream and the peanut butter
Yes.
and warm cake. You loved it.
Yes, I loved it.
There's
It
so many
definitely.
treats on the ship with the
Yeah.
excursions and on the ship. It's just people that have never experienced it experiencing it for the first time is wonderful to watch, right, Michael Ann?
Yeah, and trying new foods. Like, I know Kenny tried new foods. I tried some new things too. Like, I've
Yeah.
never had alligator beignets before. I don't think I've had crab since I was like a little kid, maybe when we lived out west.
Yeah.
So that I'll try the crab cakes and a couple other things. Wild boar slider. Like,
Boy, you tried more than I did. I didn't try all that.
I'm not a big person on seafood, but it was like, oh, that sounds interesting. Well, the alligator
Yeah,
bang, they say alligator tastes like chicken, so what the heck? And it was just three little things and with a dip. And I was like, I'll try it. It was good.
Yeah.
I I got to try braised rabbit for the first time.
On the ship?
Yeah, I never had rabbit before,
Oh, wow.
and of course I got to try escargot, which is snail.
We had all gone to the restroom during that time. Oh, I wish I was sitting at that table. I missed it.
And it was really
Is
good.
is, is it on anybody's live stream when you? I have everything else, but is it on anybody's live stream when you tried your escargot? I mean, on anybody's videos? Viso, do you have? I wonder if
don't
Raphael
I
has
don't
it
know if it,
because he was there.
I don't know if
but yeah,
or B or any of them got it.
it
Yes,
definitely made my tongue. It definitely made my tongue slap my brain.
the escargot is good.
No,
Yeah.
thank you. I've had escargot. No, thank you.
Raphael, like the magician, he was good too. He was really good.
Yeah.
He did a lot of
But
magic tricks right in front of Kenny.
yeah, and that was really good. As a matter of fact, there's another channel that I follow. She actually inspired me and encouraged me to try the chef's table, and that was Nautical Nurse Nancy.
Oh yeah.
I actually watched one of her videos where she had
Yes.
been on a cruise ship, and she tried the chef's table in that video, and
The one with her
she
daughter.
actually do
Is
what
that
now?
the one with her daughter?
Yes.
I think so. Yes, I believe. Um,
I've seen that one.
And
I
she's been on a couple different ones too. But yeah, yeah.
Nautical Nurse Nancy was the one that definitely inspired me to try the chef's table, and I definitely highly recommend uh, anybody that likes to try new foods to definitely try the chef's table. It's definitely worth it.
It is
Actually,
well worth it. I agree.
yes,
And if you like wine, you get your share of wine too.
and um, I
I
see
want to
what
say
else.
they
Uh,
will, if you don't like fish and if you don't like certain things at the chef's table, they will change the menu for you. And they will,
mhm.
like V had special meals and they I don't know how to word it. They made them specifically
They,
for her.
they accommodated the gluten thing.
Yes, yes. So yeah, they will make it special for you. They'll ask you if you're allergic to anything or gluten or anything, and they made it perfect for V.
More challenging now, but I'm still going to have the stuff.
And just to let everyone know, there's still a challenge out there that's still going around. It is somebody help me out here. I'm talking about where 500. It's 500 to see my dad wear a dress. Somebody help me out here.
500 to see
For
Mike.
Mike Clock.
Mike
500,
Clock.
500 for Sean. 500 for Dewey. 500 for your dad.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike Clock. And then also for another 500, Crystal will be in her see-through bikini. And for another 500, Alana will be
In her see-through bikini. And also too, there's also another kind of like an auction. The highest bidder. It started at the Astute Tourist this morning
Oh, yeah, right.
10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The highest bidder will get revealed on who Barry Brain is.
Yep.
So
Yep.
there's a couple people in the YouTube community that know who Barry Brain is, but there's also several of us that don't know who Barry Brain is, and I'm one of them that does not know.
I don't know. And if Michael Ann knows, she's not saying.
I have no clue.
Hey, Rod Daryl,
Daryl?
long time no see, my friend. But
So yes, there's lots of stuff going on.
So Meg
yes,
says, I don't know yet.
and our goal, I don't know if we'll actually, we still got time, but our main goal is to reach 10K uh, by the end of this uh, CruiseAthon,
When does it
which
end, Ken?
it ends tonight at midnight. Uh, Eddie Lugo Studios will be the one finishing off. I think he'll be going from 10 until 12, I believe.
I believe so. But if you're watching this on the replay, you can still click on the link
Yes, you can
to the
still click on
PayPal
the link.
and make donation anytime.
And keep in mind, just because we stopped the Cruiseathon at midnight tonight doesn't mean you can't stop donating. You can donate to the charity anytime, even after
You can make
they
monthly
cruise.
donations. Five
Yes,
dollars a month.
yeah, it all adds up. $5, $10, uh, even $1. I mean, it all
50 cents.
it doesn't it doesn't matter what you have. It all adds up.
Yep. As Danny's dropped the website there, you can go to the website and purchase merch too at the shops there, and all the proceeds.
Helping Hands for Cruising t-shirts, backpacks, caps. Yep.
Hey, Ron.
I'm doing good, Ron. Talk to me later, Lorraine. Okay, bye, Lorraine.
Bye, Lorraine.
And
Hoodies. Yes, Kenny also, I didn't know he had a hoodie. He's got a hoodie also.
yes, I believe I ordered it through Us and More. I believe is the channel I ordered it through. Um, was the hoodie. But yeah, I um, and then I also have that Helping Hands for Cruising shirt that you gave me.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a Helping Hands for Cruising hat, actually.
That's right. I had a couple hats. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yep. You're getting a collection, Kenny.
Yes, I love this awesome charity. Um, and I love being able to help and be a part of it. So, because I would
Yeah.
love to see more and more people uh, get on cruises and just get to experience the same thing that I got to experience on my first cruise. Now I just need a coffee mug and a bag. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
so
I look forward to seeing other people benefit from it the way you did.
mhm.
That's what this is all about. That's what this cruiseathon is all about is helping people that have never been on a cruise. Oof. That's so
so
exciting.
so what was Mike Wham? Um, what was something that you what was your worst experience on your first cruise? Or is there anything that you
Off the top of my head, I can't really think of any bad experiences. there were some. There were a few food things I was kind of disappointed in, but
Yeah.
all in all, 90% of the things I had, I enjoyed.
Hmm. How about you,
I
Sharon?
think the only drawback, and I said on another live stream that I haven't had any worst experiences, but I think the only drawback on our group cruise was we had 40 to 50 people on our group cruise, and we all got the Carnival Cruise Line chat that we all were responding through. Some people had the chat, and some people had the internet package. Well, the
Hmm.
people with the internet package were able to communicate with each other through Facebook Messenger, but the people with the Carnival Cruise Line chat,
The
what it's
hub chat.
called, they
Yeah, yeah.
it went out. The chat just completely went out, and so they weren't able to communicate with the rest of the people in the group uh, because the chat went out, and that went out for a little bit. So that was the only, I mean, only. I don't think there was anything else. I don't think any cruise I've been on, I've been disappointed. And we've been on almost 20 cruises. So the cruise directors are all different in their own way, and they're all a lot of fun. And yeah, so tea time was a great time too. Having the Tim Tams with Sean and Alana.
Hmm. Yes. Uh, hey, Bama Rush. Uh, Meg says her worst experience was winning in the casino, but not being old enough to claim a prize at the time. You had to be 25.
Oh, bummer. How much did she win? That's sad. Oh,
That would be a bummer.
hey, that was one of my best times. We were on the Adventure of the Seas, and it was only $25 to get into a blackjack tournament, and I won 500. And on that exact same cruise, it was $100 to get in the Texas Hold'em tournament, and Gary won that one on the same
Mm.
cruise. It was like 800 or something. So on the same cruise, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Meg says she don't remember. Oh well, that was nearly 20 years ago. But
What do you
anyway, I guess my worst experience was when I had to go through the casino and I had the smell of the cigarette smoke. That was what was I had to go through there and trying to get away from that cigarette smoke because, like I've said before, I'm personally one that cannot stand to be around cigarette smoke. That it cuts my breathing off when I start smelling it, and
Then you
and
had that cough. You had that cough start too. That wouldn't help
yeah,
to get
yeah, it was.
activated.
And being sick on my very first cruise was not fun either.
Yeah,
Uh,
you got sick for a little bit. I think some of it was just seasickness, though.
well,
Do you?
I had seasickness medicine, so I'd been taking it every day, but still, I don't know. It just I didn't think I was ever going to get rid of that. It took me a while to get rid of that.
It was the first couple of days you weren't feeling good. Yeah.
Yeah, and but I do highly recommend for an essential. Make sure you have seasickness medicine or some
What
type
did
of
you have?
patches. I had the pill.
Dramamine?
I think it was like uh, I think so. I can't remember what it was
I
called.
usually take Dramamine, and
Um,
that works real well.
yeah, but
Or the
yeah.
cat.
Um, Bammer says, "Hey there, Benet. I'm actually at the PC when Kenny goes live. Hugs back. It's nice to see you, Bammer Rush. But
So a reminder too, if people can't donate at this time, just spreading it out right now, and sharing it, so we get more people knowing about Helping Hands.
Yeah, it lingered on for a while, Nick P. I would I as the saying goes, I wouldn't have wished that on my worst enemy, so to speak. I I yeah, it was not fun.
It wasn't the big
Um,
C.
so well, no, they because I went to the medical staff on the cruise ship, and they checked me for, and they said I was negative. So
They checked you for that, and I think influenza, wasn't it?
yeah, and they checked me, yeah, and then they had something. They were worried about my heart rate going out of whack because it was like way up there more than it was beating a lot faster than it should be, and blood pressure and stuff were out of whack. But they they first said that if I had the big C, that I would have had to stay in my cabin for like
Oh, that would have been awful.
five, yeah, and I wouldn't been able to go out at all or nothing.
That would have been awful.
And
Thank
so
God.
yeah, yeah, but anyway, but no, I guess they called it the cruise crud or something. I don't know what they called it, but it was something.
But then after that, Kenny, after you got well, I heard, I didn't actually see it, and I don't remember which port it was. It wasn't um it wasn't the golf cart port, which was where did you get on the golf carts? It was another one where you walked the whole pier, you walked around the whole shopping area, you just walked and walked and walked. Where was that?
That was, I think, in Amber Cove, I believe.
Oh, it was Amber Cove.
I believe it was Amber Cove.
I'm trying to picture my pictures.
I
Yeah, I
think
can't remember. Somebody was bragging on you, walking and walking and
because
walking.
I remember it was because I, later that evening, Magnificent Germany with Darian had found a German restaurant, and I think it was in Amber Cove, or it may have been Aruba that it was in. Um,
Aruba, I think.
but anyway, later that evening, uh, he wanted myself and a few others to go to that German restaurant, and that was when I tried that. That was when I tried that liver soup. I think it was, and it
Ah,
was yeah,
we missed that. We missed
yeah.
the restaurant. I wish we hadn't.
But I was wore out that evening. And I know that for sure.
And then we
Um,
couldn't
but
get. And then your laughing attack. I know you had numerous on this ship, but the one with the dinner with us when Danny was picking on you, he would not. You laughed forever at that dinner table. Michelangelo at that
I thought at
table.
one point we're gonna have to separate you two. I know they're talking about frog's legs, but I think Danny started talking about something about the jerk pork or something.
yeah,
I've got him laugh on video laughing.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh, it was so funny. He didn't stop. He laughed and laughed and
yeah.
laughed and laughed.
And the other time was when uh, Sarah and Glenn from Taste Taste Travel Tour.
Oh, the
Sure.
spicy sausage.
yeah,
You both got the giggles.
yeah. And the thing was, I never heard anybody laugh like a duck before. Gwen, Gwen laughed like a duck, and the more he got tickled, the more the more he the more he laughed like a duck, and I'd never heard anybody laugh like that before. we I laughed for a literally good 30, 35, maybe 40 minutes. And
And you had people from other tables giggling with you.
Fairy Dust, how was that liver soup? It was actually really good. Of course, I've always said, like I've said before, I'm a big chicken liver, beef liver. I like anything like that myself, and it's actually really good. So I gave it a 10. So I don't remember what else I had that day, but um, it was really good. Um, well, guys, in about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, Captain Billy J will be going live. We'll do a HH4C Ford Man raid over there. And um, I want
Thank
to
you.
say thank everybody for coming up on panel. For those that come up on panel, Michael and Sharon,
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for
you're
having
welcome
us.
anytime. You're
Thanks
very
for
welcome. And thanks to everybody who has donated. Which reminds me, can we get a ending total of 300 and or $3,226.36. Good job, guys. I would love to see that thing by the end of Captain Billy. I'd love to see that thing get over 4,000 by the end of Captain Billy J's life. So,
Yep, we'll get to
thanks,
see
Kenny
some
D.
wonderful men in dresses.
Yes, yes. Um, but
Come on, peeps.
anyway, yeah. Uh, and for those that, uh, for all that have donated, it's very much appreciated. You want to
Thank you.
explain, Mike Wayne, since you're one of the board members, you want to explain how people can nominate someone for as a recipient, real quick.
Hey, if you want to nominate for somebody for recipient, if you want to host a cruise, all that stuff, go to the helpinghandsforcruising.org website. It tells you on there how to do that. But basically, you can't nominate yourself. You can't nominate a family member. You have to submit a 2 to 5 minute video of who you want to nominate, who you are, who you want to nominate, why you think they deserve a cruise, whether it be because they have a physical disability, they're a caregiver, or somebody that's disabled that needs respite, or if somebody's financially challenged and they'll never be able to afford a cruise. Just basically submit that video, explain as much as you can, and then the board will vote on it. They will go back and see if they can get more information from the nominator. If not, then they're going to chat with the potential recipient, get more information. The board will decide, and then the nominator will be notified, but the recipient will be notified eventually. And we have one for the cruise coming up, but there's still a few other cruises that we need recipients for. So if you know somebody that's deserving, whether no matter where you are in North America, I know some of the cruises are going from the West Coast. Um, so somebody over in that area, it doesn't have to be somebody from your hometown. If you know somebody from another part of the U.S. or Canada, even, yeah, we got Canadians that will want to cruise too. Just submit a video, and then it'll go from there.
And that's Helping Hands, the number 4, cruising.
That
And
will.
also to donate, just click on the QR code up above on the top there,
Yep.
to my right or left. It's real easy.
Any, yep. Well, anyway, guys, I see where Captain Billy J is live, and he is your next HH4C live stream. Um, and Meg has put the link in the chat. Please
Thanks,
feel free to
Meg.
go over there and tell them it's a Ford Man and HH4C raid. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Buddy.
guys.